Alright, so now we're going to talk about the singer, Kirby. This baby is 2 years old, but when I say purrs like a kitten, purrs like a kitten. Alright, so on the singer machine, this is a heavy duty machine. On the singer, like I was telling you, the machines have places for stitching, and some machines offer more than one type of stitching. So here on the singer, I'm going to show you something. See, these are the different stitches that you'll find on the singer machine. Like, you got your regular stitch, you got your 1, 2, 3 skip, so it's kind of like hopscotch. You got your triple, skip, you got the zigzag. You got a number of different stitches on this machine. So, and even down here, they have some of the stitches, like these are for blind, this is for blind hem, a blind hem. This is for buttonhole. This is the basic stitching. And then here, you'll see this is for double needle. If you want to sew with 2 different colors, then you have the option to change the needle out. Change this needle out and put the part in that allows you to use 2 needles to sew into your garment. It also has an embroidery function as well. So just want to show you guys that. Brother does the same. They have the same thing. So if you're not great with Brother, then you'll definitely, not great with Singer, you'll definitely be great with Brother. My very first machine was a Brother machine, and I used that thing till the wheels fell off. It stopped working on me. I used it so much. But that's how much I love to sew. But as before, try to get you guys a good shot here. Sorry. Like I was saying before, you have your hand wheel here, which moves your needle up and down, up and down. You have your presser foot. This presser foot is used universally. Like, seriously, any machine you have is going to give you a little bag like this. It's going to have all kind, like, you might have like 4 or 5 presser foots in it, but presser feet in it. But in that bag, like, that's your little survival guide. Let me put it like that. So I just want to show you that. And then here with the basic machines, I'm just going to call them basic. Let me say personal machines, because the Juki is a heavy duty professional machine. But with the personal machines, the bobbin is located right here on the top. So you got your little bobbin compartment cover, and then you have your bobbin here. You have your bobbin here. Now the bobbins for the personal machine, you might find that a majority of them probably look the same. And that's a good thing, because it'll save you some money. But like I always say, be mindful of the machine that you have and what's required for your machine. I really do believe that it is a great practice to buy what goes with your machine. That way you can minimize the event of something breaking because it was not the part that was for your machine. So I just want to put that out there. But I think I was saying on my last video, okay, on the last video I was telling you guys that the sewing machines, the personal machines, they come with a little feature that helps you thread the needle. And so I'm gonna let this pressure foot back down. So here on this singer, here it is right here. So this little thing right here will thread the needle. Once it's brought down, it brings the thread through that needle for you. You just have to use your hand. Brother, they actually have a extra little handle, and it's a little bit more sophisticated. But it was a great machine. Back stitching. We talked about back stitching. So remember, back stitching is for what? It's for going backwards on your current thread when you start, to secure the stability, the tightness, and the place of that thread. So on this single machine, there's a backwards button, like a U-turn. So this button will literally just bring air. You hold it down, press the pedal, and it brings it backwards for you. So remember, our machines have all of these things. Even here on the side, oh, see, industrial, but Singer does have a lever right here on the side that brings the threader for the needle down. So theirs is there. Singer has a lever here. Brother has theirs right down here. So you do have that. Also, machines have a light. They're going to give you light so that you can see what you're doing. So remember that. You have your needle plate here. It also has the measurements of the seam. Like you got your 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. This one has a lot, 10, 16, and so on. You have your feeder, the feeding claw that draws the fabric to like forward or backwards. You have your tension, thread tension right here. You have your hand wheel here, and so for the stitching, you can change your stitching and stuff here on the screen with the digital machines. The digital machines, of course, get a little fancy. We'll take that though. Fancy is always good, but they ain't making it too complicated. So even after looking at that, I want to show you something that majority of the personal machines have, and that is a compartment, storage compartment. The storage compartment is for you to, well, first this will be in. All the personal machines will have this, and it will have presser feet in it. Like I have several feet over here on this sewing table. But it will have several feet in it for you, so that when you need to sew something, it's already right here. Or if you need to change the beat, it's already right here. Now, I did fail to mention that I advise any and everybody to keep extra needles. I'm so serious. Keep extra needles. Like you see, these are for Singer. I want to make sure that I'm using the right needle on my machine, because I have used in the past needles that were not for my machine, or they were not the right size and they broke. They just kept breaking. You don't want your needles to break too often. You really don't want them to break at all, but you don't want them to break, because once they break, the piece that broke can go down off where the feeding claw is. Then you got to figure out how to get it out if it's not easily accessible, or it could pop somewhere across the room and hurt somebody. You just want to avoid that. And I failed to show you guys also that for my Juki machine, I do have extra needles. I keep extra needles. Like, I keep them because I don't ever want to be making something and I need a needle. I don't have no needle. Like, you want to make sure that you have everything that you need.